Hot dog. Look at me in the eyes. I pride myself on inappropriate conversation.
Yeah, that's for sure. If you guys have any doubt, once again, that revolution is in process, Mark Cuban put out this doozy of a message. And keep in mind, Mark Cuban, probably more than any other billionaire, is as relatable to the average person as you're ever going to find. It's time for everyone to realize that the fight against data centers has nothing to do with data centers. They have become a proxy for the hate towards AI and the concentration and accumulation of wealth it's creating. Now, is he correct? He's partially correct in that that is a byproduct of the problem, but it's not the only problem. But that is one layer to it, and he's not wrong about that. Until those running the big LLMs understand this and start a community tour, not to explain the benefits of AI, it's too late for that, but to help towns and cities that may be impacted by job losses, and I'm a believer there will be net gains in a few years, this battle is only going to get more intense. And let me tell you now, no matter how much money you pay to buy politicians and races, you will lose. One thing I have learned is being hated is not good for business. How can they help? They will tell you. You will need to do what they ask. Billions of dollars is a lot of money across towns and city programs, across the major LLMs. It's a cost of doing business. At the same time, I would go to LA and NYC and ask the arts and creative unions what kind of programs would help and protect their artists. Do not go to the music or film companies. That will make it worse. Don't try to pay famous people to endorse what you are doing. That's it. If that's not a direct shot at Mr. Wonderful, I don't know what is. That's dumb.
Wait, did you say Mr. Wonderful? I'm sorry. I thought you said Mr. Wonderful.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Let us not be misled by some friggin' micro penis douche canoe from Canada. Please. That is.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I got in the ring with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff back at WrestleMania 1, and we won that match, brother. How great was that? Is that a good impression?
It was okay. Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
It was all right.
I'm trying. I'd like to have Hogan in my arsenal. That would be fun.
I just wish I didn't like ever like him, but I did when I was like, I used to go with my dad. Like I totally liked him.
Talk to artists and ask them what they could do to provide financial and creative support. Every creative I know is terrified about what AI will do to their profession. You must meet them face to face and basically do what they say. The big LLMs have lost the PR battle. Why? Because they all suck at putting people first. They have an SV attitude, and that makes them all think they are a John Galt saving the world. Given the number of data centers and power that is needed today and going forward, if you don't kiss the asses of the people that go to work every day and are just trying to pay their bills, you will fall far, far short of capacity you need to make your business work. Again, he is only looking at this from a business perspective. The humanity perspective seems to be lost still. And so if you scroll down.
So essentially, tell me if I'm getting this right. This is Mark Cuban trying to school Kevin O'Leary into some sense of morality.
How to sell data centers.
But looking as if it's the more moral, like this is the better, more politically correct way to go about this.
Empire of Lies says, hey, Mark Cuban, here's an idea. Let's build a data center right next to your mansion and see how you like it. That's good. Antifa Puddin' Pop, I used to admire you. The stupidity of the first two sentences in this post is distressing. People hate AI data centers because residents are tortured by constant whining noise and light pollution. They are left with losses on the equity built over a lifetime in their homes. The centers are hideous, and they disrupt the national harmony of residential areas. Kids who used to be able to walk to school now take the bus to go around hundreds of acres of industrial park. Neighbors are cut off from each other. Access to community services are cut off from certain communities. Shall I go on? Leading with, it's just jealousy because of rich people is so insulting to real human beings who have to live with the impact of these centers going in after residential areas have already been established. Officially unfollowed your account for whatever it's worth.
Yeah, seriously, Mark Cuban, you're showing your whole ass.
And this is the
it
one,
doesn't look good. It just
and again,
doesn't.
this is the one billionaire who has some semblance of a connection to everyday people. He communicates with them. He does cost plus drugs.
He does come from them. He does. Like he's
does.
like the only one that does. And yet,
even then, he's affected. Like you say, he's affected. He doesn't want to admit it. He thinks he gets it, but he doesn't.
He's like, you know what he is, Mark? You're like almost like having a DJ Khaled kind of vibe.
Don't even repeat. Listen, Mark Cuban sucks. He doesn't suck like DJ Khaled does.
I'm just saying, this just reeks of yeah.
And then he comes back with, where was this fight against the CHIPS Act? Oh, so you want to do whataboutism? Mm-hmm. That's your excuse? Keep going.
You are very, very wrong, Mark. So did he get like ratioed out the yin yang?
Of course. Keep scrolling.
Good.
This is a bold lie, Mark. Neighbors have put mattresses and plexiglass up in their windows to block the noise from this data center in Virginia. It's a high-pitched whine from the natural gas turbines that power it. The noise never stops 24/7.
Do you understand that that's the kind of stuff that would cause me literally to set shit on fire? A constant droning noise, like I just don't understand how more of these things are not having more direct action and property damage, because an entire town being subjected to that, I mean,
you are not one of us. You are simply one of the rulers that feigned you were our ally for years. Data centers are not compatible with human life, nor wildlife. This is the most ignorant take on data centers I have seen yet. And coming from Nicole, neighbors of data centers are sounding the alarm. People living close to these massive facilities are reporting a cluster of troubling symptoms, persistent headaches, dizziness, vertigo, nausea, insomnia, tinnitus, ear pain, anxiety, and elevated blood pressure. You know, kind of like people that live in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio.
Yes. Let's forget the fact that these are water sucks that are creating like unlivable and noise that's unlivable environments. For people to not recognize that we can be poisoned by air and by sound and by all sorts of things, even if it's not directly poisoning our water, it's just ignorant. It's just so ignorant. So when you're subjected to those kinds of sounds, that's toxic. You're not supposed to have your body in that level of stress. Like that creates toxicity. That's essentially poisoning people with sound, which I would suggest, and again, we've talked about this before, that's violence.
It is.
That's violence. So then when somebody goes and wants to burn down one of these data centers where nobody gets hurt, but it's just property damage, let's say, hypothetically, those people are going to be treated like the real criminals. And that action will be viewed as violence by the ruling class. That's the problem. Whereas the real violence is the data centers being built in the first place. Everything else related to them is self-defense or defense of others.
And what is the whole purpose? That's what people are still not understanding.
That's a whole other issue.
Oh, of course. And Jim Stewartson, I happen to know that guy. Adorable. The good billionaire says the problem isn't the data centers, it's the PR. He goes on to give advice about how to psyop the poors into putting up with it while they shove it down our throats anyway. What if you motherfuckers just listened? It would be a miracle. No, it wouldn't be a miracle because they're never going to listen. You see, guys, and this is really the whole point of the conversation and why we do what we do. You see, revolution comes in many different forms. Internationally, because of the Zionist entity, domestically, because of the billionaire Zionist class, and now you're seeing what happens. Make no mistake, Mark Cuban is a stain on humanity because he sold the Dallas Mavericks to Miriam Adelson. He should never live this down. This should stick with him until he dies. Miriam Adelson, as much as anybody, is responsible for that genocide. And you have to live with that, Mark. And yet here you are.
I don't see that why he has to live with it anymore because he sold a team to her. He has to live with it because he's on the same team with them. That's why he has to live with it, not because of the fucking Mavericks. That didn't, her owning the Mavericks has not helped facilitate a genocide any more than anything else. Like, I'm just like,
although
you're making a stretch with your sporty talk.
Well, here's the thing. As a Spurs fan, I can tell you that the Mavericks may be a cursed franchise now. They might very well be. So
I don't care. Avery's not there anymore. It doesn't bother me none. I'm an Avery Johnson fan. So, and that was there was a very small period of time where he was Dallas Maverick affiliated long ago. So
he was a decent coach. And he hit the game-winning championship shot for the Spurs' first title.